So now we're going to talk about Android and Android handsets. So as you guys can see, we have quite a few phones here from various manufacturers. So let's say I'm on a tight budget, okay? What would you recommend, or what choices do I actually have?
Android's benefits is that you have a wide variety. So what you have here is the HTC Wildfire. Now the HTC Wildfire also uses HTC's unique user interface called HTC Sense. It has quite a pleasing feel to the whole interface, and most probably what really attracts people is the price point for this. The HTC Wildfire should be around $400.
And that's without a contract?
Yes, that's without a contract. So imagine how much you can save if you do a 2-year contract with one of the telcos in Singapore. Well, that's what we have for entry levels, but if you're looking at something more design-based and you want something smaller for you to work with, the Xperia X10 Mini from Sony Ericsson. Similarly, it also uses Google Android, and they do have a few interface changes to it.
Looking at this, it strikes me that, you know, this actually feels very much like a fashion item.
Oh, it is. Sony Ericsson is known for their design concepts and for their phones. So as you can see here, it is suited for the ladies. But personally, I also like this one because it's actually quite small.
It is really tiny, and we can do a comparison with an iPhone, and it is really, really tiny.
Much smaller.
Yeah. Would you recommend the fashion-conscious crowd to go for the Android? Because there's just so many designs that they can choose from.
Well, that is the beauty of Android, because you have so many choices there. It doesn't have to be restricted to just the fashion-conscious crowd. You can cater to the movie buffs who wants a larger screen, like for example, the Samsung Galaxy S. The Galaxy S has a 4-inch screen, which is actually quite good for video watching on the phone itself. And during our test, we actually found out that the Galaxy S has quite an impressive battery life, up to maybe near 7 hours when we played the video non-stop.
I'm an iPhone fan, I must admit, and they're great at what they do. But are there any party tricks that Android has?
We wouldn't say party tricks, it's more like unique features that the manufacturers decided to introduce. Looking at Samsung again, we have here the Samsung Galaxy Beam. The reason why it's called a Galaxy Beam is because of a Pico projector that is actually integrated into the phone itself. So you can actually throw out whatever you see here on the phone onto a white screen, and it's projected there immediately.
I mean, it is very unique and all, but in what scenarios what sort of customers will go for a feature like that?
I would say customers who would like to share their findings, their discoveries on the phone itself, and to look at, well, basically it's more of a sharing purpose.
You know what strikes me? I think this phone is perfect for business users.
Because of the battery.
And imagine all these impressive looks when you present your PowerPoint slides using your phone.
Yes,
that's actually quite cool, right?
So actually, you don't really need a separate projector to do that. For the business executives, you can just use it, project everything out, and that's it.
Leave your laptop at home.
Yeah.
Leave your laptop at the office.
That's right.
Okay, so what if I'm a real power user, I want the best hardware, or rather great hardware, fast processor, and top of the line. What do we look at?
We have the HTC Desire. Now, the HTC Desire is a familiar cousin because it shares similar traits to the Google Nexus One that was launched earlier this year. And HTC did make some changes to it. Like we mentioned earlier, you have the HTC Sense user interface. Now, what's more important about the Sense interface is that they actually added a few unique HTC apps to it, like FriendStream, Twitter, but they call it HTC Peep. So basically, you can check on your social networks, reply to your friends, retweet.
So if I'm a huge social networking site user, which one is suitable for me, or are all Android phones capable of fulfilling my social networking needs?
If you look at the Android platform itself, if you wish to fulfill the social networking requirements, you can always download apps off the Android market. So that's where Android itself is unique and also useful in the fact that you have a wide variety of apps to do whatever you want on the go.
If you had to pick a personal favorite, which one would you pick?
If I want an all-in-one device that does everything and without the bulk of it, I will probably choose either the HTC Desire or the Samsung Galaxy S.
Okay, now next clip, Android, and of course, the iPhone 4. Now, of course, this will arrive in Singapore 30th of July. So how does it stack up against the Androids? We'll find out.